Come on, baby, let's try it one more time. You bring your scars, and I'll bring my crimes. We raise a toast to the things left behind. We will roll. Let's roll on. I've been thinking as fall comes around, still taking punches, chained in this time. Maybe the best of it we've already found, and we should roll. Let's roll. Maybe it's crazy, I know that it scares me. We make each other happy, we make each other happy. Come on, babe, read me like you do. After all the trials and the shit that we've been through, all I want is to stay here with you. Let's roll no more. Let's roll no more. Good morning. Good morning. It's good to see you all. Thanks for being awake with me. I'm not sure if I'm quite awake. I couldn't sleep last night. I maybe slept an hour. It's bad. There's a lot of things to do today. It's a big day, y'all. Ooh, I got him. This could be a Skeeter morning, by the way. It's a big day. Our new song, Erica, is out. It's out in the world. It is out in the world. And that's pretty exciting. We're going to talk about Erica a little bit this morning, for sure. But before that, we have to talk about something. We have to talk about something really serious. All right? For a number of different reasons, I have been inwardly thinking about myself a bunch as of late, in a positive way, in a soul-searching way. I mean, I like to think I always am to a certain extent, but I feel like lately that's been it's been a little more intense than usual. And so I've just been thinking about myself a lot. Sounds weird to say that. But I had this thought this morning. So, okay, I'm drinking coffee out of my Ramble mug. And now this is because stupid Facebook won't let me flip the screen when I'm on selfie mode. Everything's reversed, right? So I think, right, as you're watching this, it looks like I'm holding this in my right hand. It's actually my left hand. But I'm drinking coffee out of my special Ramble mug this morning, and I love this mug. I love this mug. It reminds me of the Ramble. It reminds me of all of my friends and cohorts who are part of the volunteer army that do such incredible things. It makes me happy. Drink coffee out of this mug in the morning. Now, I have had an issue with this mug, right? Because now it is in my right hand, right? Now, Ramble is on one side, right? And it's blank. Now, I am not ambidextrous, but I do some things weird, right? I throw a baseball lefty. I write right-handed. Right, there's a lot of things that I do lefty or righty, depending. I think I drink coffee right-handed. This is my right. It looks like I'm holding it in my left hand, but it's right-handed, right? And I've had an issue with this mug because, right, to me, this is the front of the mug, right? And I was like, you know what? These Ramble mugs are left-handed mug, because in order for me to drink this, right, I need to see the Ramble. It has to be in my left hand. And it was just this morning, maybe my introspective self, right, was like, wait a second. Why is the front of the mug the part of the mug that's facing out, right? Maybe a more well-adjusted person would feel like the front of the mug is actually the part that faces in, because when I'm drinking coffee in the morning, who needs to see the fucking words on the cup but the person drinking the coffee? So maybe it is a right-handed cup, and every time I lift it to my lips, I'm supposed to read the words of the Ramble and feel all the feels. And maybe the fact that I assume the front of the cup is the cup that faces away means that, like, right, I'm thinking about whoever I'm drinking coffee with more than I'm thinking about myself. So I put it to you, gatherers, in this early hour, right? Is the front of the cup the side of the cup that faces away from you, or the side of the cup that faces you, right? When you're drinking coffee in the morning. Which side is the front of your cup? I feel like it gives some insight, right, into... Anyways, I'll shut the fuck up, have another sip, and let's play some music. I should have gotten more sleep last night. It was unintentional. I could not sleep. There may be a lot of babbling this morning, but I will tell you this: that sky is starting to look good. It's starting to look real good. Now, I'm going to try and adjust it so you can see the sky a little better, but I'm going to warn you. The right leg of my tripod broke off this morning. Oh shit. So this is literally being, just gravity is keeping this tripod together. One of the feet is definitely not attached. There it is. Come on, baby. Yeah. Have you ever noticed that the prettiest sunrises sometimes require some cloudiness? Just the right amount. That's got to be a metaphor for something. Well, happy birthday, Erica. It is the birthday of our new song. I'm gonna play it, and then we're gonna talk about it a little bit. I don't know if you all know the whole story. Like coffee in the morning, butter on the bread. She likes the sound of danger, but she plays it safe instead. Like all the nasty weather, she would take it every time. But she says nothing's feeling better than those first rays of sunshine. She struts along the path that she's on. She says you cannot know the right road when you're worried that it's wrong. Ooh, Erica, you've got us spinning like drug. Your smile reminds us how we look when you walk into the room. Oh, hello, little guy. Don't go anywhere. Okay, that was a first. Oh, well, number one, I almost just bought it on the wet rocks down there. But I wanted to, I saw a crab crawling on the rocks. And I wanted to pick him up and show you. It would have been our first gathering crab. And I walked over there. And it was actually two crabs mating. Scurrying along the top of the rocks while they were mating. So I thought I'd leave them in peace. Because I felt like they needed to concentrate on what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? She talked politics and philosophy. Well, she's cutting up your floor. She drinks Jameson, Jameson, Jameson some more. She's always eating vegan, except for baking when it's round. Erica believes that moderation keeps you grounded. She said, boys, play it fast and play it rough. Life is packed with moments, and they don't last long enough. Ooh, Erica, you've got us spinning like the drum. Your smile reminds us how we look when you walk into. We all go on, na na na, na na na, na na na, ja. We go on, na na na, na na na, na na na. And there were times of consternation. We misplaced the spark behind our eyes. A moment's hesitation, but here comes Erica. She said, let's go howl at the moon. Ooh, Erica, yeah. You've got us spinning like a drum. Your smile reminds us how we look when you walk into. We all go now, 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 we go now, now, oh. I don't know if you can see that. 2 skeeters at once. It is the perfect skeeter morning. Oh, that sky is awesome. Okay, I'm gonna try and bend you slightly, but this tripod could go at any second. Oh, hells yeah. Good morning. Well, for those of you who haven't heard it before, that was Erica, although I will offer the caveat that I've never actually played the song like that before. Welcome to the Gathering series. I love that song. I love the way we play it as a band, but man, I love it even better the way it's recorded, believe it or not. Hold on a second. I need my coffee. So that song, I wrote it in the description, but that song was actually written, I think, in 2013. I was working. There's a band called the Young Presidents, and it's a really interesting. It's a really interesting story. There's this guitarist named Jake Herzog, and you can look him up. I think his website is jakeherzog.com, and I actually think he's doing some like pretty amazing like symphonic writing these days. But one of the most gifted, talented guitarists I've ever known. um, we had a bassist for a number of years named Robin Vincent Soper. And Robin was, he was a graduate of Berkeley, and when he was in Berkeley, he knew Jake, and when we would play and when we'd go on tour, Jake would sometimes show up and just sit in with us, and that was really, really fun because he's so good at, he's just so good. Anyways, Jake got into this project with another guy named Mitch in New York, and they started songwriting together. Mitch was a successful, he was successful in business somehow. And Jake was like this gifted, incredible guitarist, and it ended up being like this really cool relationship. Mitch also happened to be this really great bass player. So they formed this awesome friendship, and they wrote songs together. And they called their project The Young Presidents. And it was a really cool project because Mitch, who was like, this successful guy, could kind of like fund their album projects on a level and scale that most artists like myself can't afford to do, right? So so they brought in for this album, so they called me up and asked me if I would sing a couple songs on the album, and then of course I said yes, I'd be honored to do it. But it was also like one of the Neville brothers sang a couple of the songs. Is it Ivan? I should notice. Also, Corey Glover. Am I thinking that right? Lead singer of Living Colour. Also sang a bunch of the songs on the album, and they had some other people singing. They had like all these guest singers because they were guitarists and bassists, and they didn't dig on singing. So anyways, they called me up and they said, you know, here are the two songs we were thinking would be great for you to sing on the project. And I did not like the song so much as they were. They had like some potential, right? But so I decided that I called him back and I said, I'd love to sing on your album, but maybe we can work on rewriting these songs a little bit, if you don't mind. And they were like, to their credit, they were like, absolutely, very cool. So I took the Chinatown bus into New York City and spent a day rewriting these songs. One of them was called Gray Space, and one of them was called, damn it, I can't remember. Maybe if one of you guys, if my friend Robin's awake right now, or maybe if somebody else is really good, you can look up the album. They released the album in 2014, and I sang on two of the songs, and I can't remember the name of the other song. But anyways, my point is this. Jake Herzog's wife, this is a very convoluted and meandering story. I told you it was going to be a bad morning. I'm so sorry. Jake Herzog's wife was named Erica, is my point. And when I went into their writing session, I also wanted to like kind of bring a couple ideas of my own to share with them. And so one of them was like the beginnings of Erica. And I'm not sure that I had much more than like, ooh, Erica. I I think all the other words came after Jake was like, hey man, it's cool that you know, wanted to like kind of incorporate my gal and my life into the songs we'd be writing together, but I guess I'm not feeling it, and I'm feeling like, you know, there's these two songs that we already kind of got started, and I said, sure, great, no problem. But I liked it, and so I went back to it, and I was at some point playing around with the Erica idea, and I'm like, well, shit. Now I got this song with the name Erica in it. What am I gonna do about this? Who is this gal? Right? And that was kind of fun. I got to kind of think about, like, right? I got a name, but I don't really have a personality. I mean, when I was writing the song, I was gonna lean on Jake to bring in like aspects of who Erica was, how we could celebrate her. And somebody caught a fish out there. And I just started thinking, and now this was back in 2013 or 2013. So like around the time of the first or second Ramble, like a long time ago. No, that can't be right at all. Early days of the Ramble, at least. Certainly before the Gathering series. Certainly before there was this incredible, the community, before the community was what it is today, right? But it was the spark, it was the beginning of it. And I was thinking about this, you know, and it was like, it had this kind of dance to it. And man, it just made me feel like, oh man, this gal Erica, man, she's got this spirit, and maybe this can be like your spirit, right? And by your spirit, I mean like maybe this is like the spirit of this fan community that's just beginning to form around our music, right? Maybe this gal can be all the things, right? Smart and weird and quirky and inspired and filled with love and joy and unique. And I just enjoyed thinking about that as I was putting Erica together, you know? I loved the way the song came out. In fact, we have an early beginning of an attempt at a recording from 2014 when we went into the studio, and maybe I'll share it with you one of these days. I was just asking Josh about it. He's still got the tracks. But we didn't finish it. It didn't feel right. It felt like such a live song. It kind of just felt like we weren't quite doing justice to it yet. And, you know, it was one of the contenders when we went out to Austin, Texas to record the Revelate album. And luckily, you know, it was one of the songs that our producer, Gordy Quist, and I kind of leaned on. I mean, we had 30 songs to choose from. We ended up recording 13. So there were a lot of songs that didn't get recorded. Some of which, right, like I really wish were recorded. And since then, there's been more songs written, so we got problems. We gotta go back. We gotta do it again. Or dive into the next problem. Anyways, my point is this. We had these killing studio session musicians with us. Dave Menendez was playing guitar on this, and Trevor, and I want to say Trevor Nealon, who was a member of Gordy Quist's band, one of the most amazing piano players, keyboard players I've ever seen, let alone play with. Unbelievable. So we're in the studio, and the way we recorded this album, for those of you that don't know, is we recorded it live. We went old school. They have a studio in Austin, Texas called The Finishing School, and the way they like to record music is live. Meaning this, right? They have, right? Everybody plays a song together. That part's obvious, right? But also the studio is set up in such a way where there can be barriers. So like Poche and Alex can be in the same room recording at the same time. I have to be in a separate room because you don't want the sound of drums and bass to bleed into my microphone, so that I can, right, I can re-sing different lines, or I can edit after the fact. But the spirit of the performance is us all playing live. So it was Trevor and Dave and Poche and Alex and Karina and I in the studio. We had not worked on the song ahead of time. We knew the song was going to happen, and so the way our days usually went is we would get together with our cups of coffee in the morning, and I would play them the song just like this, right? Like I just play the song like this. And by the time I finished the song, and this is how good those session guys were. And if you've ever, I mean, it is amazing. It's like this in Nashville. You can go into a session with a whole band of amazing players. You play them the song once, and by the end of the song, they're just listening. They'll take some notes. They'll chart out a couple notes as you're singing, and you finish the song, and they're like, all right, we got it, let's go play it. No discussion. Sometimes a discussion about arrangement, but like really it's incredible to witness great session musicians at work, because they just do it so much there. I just have such respect for that form of the art. And we just had a blast recording this song. Karina and I had worked out this kind of like fiddle part to the intro that, like, as things unfolded, I wasn't feeling as much. And then Dave created this awesome, when the song starts, there's this, he was playing like resonator guitar on this, so you know it's like that part's awesome. But my favorite part of the whole song is the way that Trevor plays the keys on this. I mean, he danced on that keyboard in such a special way, and the song just it popped for me. There are a lot of songs on the album that I'm super excited about and super proud of, but this was a song that, like, I had loved for a while, because we've been playing it for over 10 years, and it just, I just thought it came out better than I was even hearing it in my head, and I love that, and I feel like that's fitting for the song, right? This community of ours, ye all gatherers, right? Right? There's a spirit to the moments that we share together, and there are things that happen that are unexpected and inspiring. And the recording of this song unfolded exactly the same way, just like the spirit that Erica's embodying. I will also say that I effing love the way the artwork came out for this single as well. We have a new artist that is crushing it right now. His name is Ryan Cross, and he's a good friend of ours up here in Maine, and he is totally killing the artwork right now on all fronts for the Adam Ezra group, but in particular for the Revelate album. If you notice, now often, like, when you go stream this song, right? Go online, or if you got an email, you will probably get an email blast from us today announcing that the song. You will see the Erica artwork. Zoom in on it, all right? We've talked about Revelate and the tapestry that Revelate, the tapestry of our lives that Revelate's supposed to represent, right? And how, right, each song on this album is going to have its own element, right? Revelate, when we released it, had, right, the water and the fire. The element was like this combination of fire and water. Bring the fire, bring the water, Revelate, right? And I love the way that came out. Well, Erica is, we call each one of these an element, right? Each song is going to have its own element. And Erica's element is so effing cool, man. It is like this dancing figure, right? But like it's definitely also an element. And if you look at the Erica artwork up close, you will notice that she's actually wrapped around. She's kind of dancing around the top. You can see just a hint of it. She's dancing around the top of the Revelate element. And the idea is, as this album unfolds, all of these elements are going to interact with each other to form this tapestry that's going to be the cover of the album. I love it so much. Even, I mean, it makes me like, it makes me smile. I get goofy just thinking about it. I've never had an album that I was, right, as excited about the visual art as I am about the album. I mean, maybe it's not quite true, but I'm like super excited about the artwork here. I think that it can and will be enjoyed in lots of different layers, right? All these singles that we're creating with all these unique elements that on their own look beautiful, and then like put all together, it feels right. So it's an exciting day. Erica's birthed out into the world. I have just been talking and talking. Let's play a song. Jesus Christ. What do you think about that? You're sweet like a melon, sly like a fountain. I've been watching you dance all night. This party's slow, have and going. Wanna walk with me outside? The stars are out. Perfect sky. What if we only have tonight? What if we never see the sunrise? I don't want to wait for the right time before you will make me stop this run. Your hair fall down. Let your hair fall down. I'm a whiskey drinker, late night thinker. occur. I've been wanting to figure you out. I lie to you with my honey, and I do not have much money. I can show you what life is about. The world's as big. We can dream. What if we only have tonight? What if we never see the sunrise? I don't want to wait for the right time. For you might just stop this wrong. Let your hair fall down. Let your hair fall down. And I might not live like much, my tattered rags and silk. Look at you all dressed in white, and I may not run in your back, but I will get your back. What if we only have tonight? What if we never see the sunrise? I don't wanna wait for the right time. Oh, you ever made us stop and just run around? What if we only have tonight? What if we never see the sunrise? I don't want to wait for the right time. Oh, you might stop this wrong. Let your hair fall down. 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 Let it fall down. Well, for those of you just joining us this morning, I'm going to sum up for you. All right. Number one, the big question of the day: what side is the front of your coffee cup? Is it the side facing out, or is it the side facing in? What do you consider the front of your coffee cup? I feel like there are going to be two different personalities on this one. I feel like this is something that is not discussed enough in this world. Number two, I talked a lot today about Erica, the birth of Erica. We have a new song, Erica, out in the world. Y'all, if you're willing, if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. And if you're willing, like the song. If you haven't followed us on Spotify or Apple Music yet, and you feel like following us, that would be amazing. If you feel like sharing this song with people that you care about, that would be amazing. The more this song gets played, the more it is sparking the algorithm to request and to recommend our song to other new listeners around the world. Since June, I looked this up yesterday because I was writing a message out for our fans for email. right? Since June, over 160,000 unique human beings around the world have listened to Adam Ezra Group on Spotify alone. That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing for a little underground indie band that most people haven't heard of in the world. And it's because you all are out there listening and sharing, and that's bringing new people into the fold. How's this? Since June, right, we have almost 750,000 streams online on Spotify. This may be our first year on Spotify having over 1 million streams when all is said and done at the end of the year. That's cool to think about. Makes me really excited. But this is not the only reason that this is an exciting day. Today is the day that we are also officially announcing Winter Gathering 2026. Many of you gatherers already winter with us. But for those of you that are watching that don't know what this is yet, this series started in COVID, inspired a trip that we do every year called the Winter Gathering. It is a 3-day super music intensive, super music community inspired event. There is a resort called Lake Moyer Resort in Vermont. Awesome place. And we will be there from January 9th through the morning of January 12th. And 150 to 200 gatherers show up there. We play music in the morning, we play music at night, we have meals together. Gatherers crowdsource activities in between concerts. Every morning is an acoustic concert where I'm doing some of this, and every night is a long set with the band where and we try not to repeat any songs over the course of the weekend apart from the toast. There are already a bunch of people that have bought tickets and are signed up for the Winter Gathering 2026, but all of them turn winter gatherers from last year. I don't know if we opened this up to people that weren't there last year but have been to past winter gatherings or trips before. I'm not sure. But today marks the official release of tickets out into the world. If you have not been to a winter gathering, if you like thinking deep about the songs, if you are intrigued about digging deep into the Adam Ezra Group catalog, this is your weekend to go to. It's a pretty special experience. It's one that me and my bandies look forward to every single year. And once again, our new artist designer, Ryan Crossan, has crushed the artwork for the Winter Gathering. So those pages are now up on the website. If you are not a member of our email list and you did not get a message bright and early this morning, you can go on our website and check out, there's like a little trips on the nav bar. You can click on it and you can check out both the Winter Gathering and our journey to Alaska, our Alaska cruise in July. We got a lot of shit to do in 2026, y'all. The Revelate album will be fully released by the end of the spring, I do believe, or beginning of summer, if things go as planned. We've got a couple epic trips. We've got a lot of touring to do. I got excited about it all. But before then, I've got a lot to be excited about here in 2025. On Friday, we're going to be at a theater called the Colonial in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, Western Mass. Never played, well, that's not exactly true. About 15 years ago, I think we played in the lobby of this theater. But this Friday, I believe we are going to be there and playing the theater in earnest. We have some great shows coming up over the next month here in the Northeast, shows in Connecticut and New Jersey and New York and Vermont, in New Hampshire. I don't know if I'm missing anything. I might be. Well, it's gonna be a fun month banging around the Northeast. November, we are gonna be in the Midwest, y'all, for those of you gatherers across the country, or at least right there in the middle of the country. I'm really excited to hit a lot of our usual spots. We got a couple new spots too. We're gonna be down in St. Louis for the first time. Well, essentially for the first time. Again, we were there like 15 years ago, but when we played the gig, no one was actually there to watch us play the gig. So I'm not even counting that. And then after that, Karina and I are headed back to Europe. We're gonna play about 7 different countries in Europe as part of the Light of Day European Traveling Festival. So, and of course we come back and we've got a bunch of super fun holiday stuff coming up as always. So lots of things. I'm really sorry about this gathering. It was a lot of babbling this morning. I got through like 1.5 songs in this hour. I am gonna need to try and find a window to sleep at some point in my life, but it ain't gonna happen this morning because Daddy's taking the girls into school, and then I'm meeting with Ryan to work on new artwork, new t-shirts, new bumper stickers, and all sorts of other new stuff that we're dreaming and scheming about. But regardless of how tired and delirious I am right now, it's pretty damn good to be with you again. Thank you for gathering with me this morning. And thank you, by the way, to all of you who came down to the Songwriters Festival down on Captiva Island in Florida. This was an awesome weekend down in Florida. I didn't even talk about it at all, but it was so inspiring around incredible songwriters out on this little island in Florida. Thank you, BMI, for bringing me down there and bringing all those artists together. Really special experience. I got to hang out a bunch with my buddy Clint Daniels, who I wrote Switching the Whiskey with. That was awesome. We gathered from the beach in the morning. First ever dolphin on a gathering. That was exciting. But there were a ton, not a ton, but there were a bunch of fans that flew in and traveled in to come and see some of my showcases that weekend, and I thought that was amazing. So thank you all. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the wind at our back. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May your tongue when you're ready carry you home. May it keep you ahead of the rain. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glimpse of God's great design. Some say it's the signs of all things combined. May we look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us all that we see. Here's to our hearts in the air that we breathe. Here's to around good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this time that we had. These moments pass lightly and come again. May our lives all burn brightly right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Raise up your glass. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to the word when the working is through. Let us drink one to me. Let us drink one to you. Let us drink one to those who aren't with us. Here is to us and all that we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around good company. Here's to the future. Here's to the past. Let us do one down slow. Let us do one down fast. Let us do one. This night is our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Oh, here's to the drink that we share. Good to hang with you this morning. It's a nice way to start the day, ain't it? Please stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another. I'm excited for you to hear Erica. And I'll see you again soon.